What's up, bitty man? It's the Bronco at the Frog coming at you with another reaction video. Boys been begging me to do this video for so long, bro. Boys in the chat, Pokey Ditto and Jay Land's been begging me, bro. Ball culture. You got some fans over here in the Fro Boys, man. Get that man to 35,000 subscribers. Boys been begging me to react to this video of yours. This every football player archetype explained in 5 minutes. Now I just watched the history of football or the different football eras video. You know, I love them videos, bro. So I had to hit another one back to back. Every football player archetype explained. Let me think of all the archetypes that I can think of in my head. You got the Jogo Bonito archetype, the little swifty ones, the Brazilians, you know. You got the big stocky clumps like slab-headed Upakamano. The Holland archetype, just the big striker that does nothing but score and have no other skills per se, quote unquote. You got the sweeper keeper goalkeepers. You got the goofy ass goalkeepers like Onana and I ain't gonna lie, that man Manuel Neuer low key fit in the goofy keeper side too. Manuel Neuer low light is up there with Onana's low key. Set piece merchant. Oh yeah, set piece merchants like James Ward-Prowse. Ibra say the defensive midfielder who only scores outside the box. He got the speed merchants. So let's see what this man talk about. Let's see what goes down.
The only scores bangers guy.
Only score
this
bangers.
Guy isn't the most prolific scorer out there.
Who is that? Ruben Neves, Luka Modric, Shaqiri, Cancelo.
Mainly playing in the midfield, this player is usually a long shot specialist who rarely ever scores a goal.
No Valverde, no Federico. Oh yeah. Video's over. Y'all told me to react to this hoe. He go put nothing but bangers and no Federico Valverde.
Box. The homegrown quota guy.
Homegrown.
Today, the best football teams
Carson,
in the world are filled
Evans,
with players
Heaton,
from all over
Whiteman.
the globe. But to make sure these players can be registered for the league and the Champions League, the club has to first make sure that they have enough homegrown talent. That's where the homegrown quota guy comes in. Usually a third choice keeper, this guy rarely sees the field. And if he does, it's not in an important game. He's there to push the starters in training during the week and then cheer them on at the weekend.
And he the one really, like I say, it hits harder for him because he is the club. He grew up in Manchester and played through the damn academy system versus all the foreigners. Like, yeah, it is good. I know y'all got a lot of pride, but that pride hit different for me, the homegrown.
Some of these guys even earn cult hero status at their respective clubs. The pace merchant. Fairly self-explanatory. Well, this guy might have other skills. None of them can compare to his...
He put Bolt in this vid. Traore, Bolt, James, Bally. I never heard of Bally or this James character.
Blistering speed. And lucky for him, top-tier speed can't be taught. So despite lacking in other areas, he will always have some value. Many players who started out as pace merchants have gone on to become legends of the game because great technical skills and unmatched speed are a recipe for success. The wild card. Simply put, this guy has all the talent.
Wild card. We got Ben Arfa.
He just doesn't
we got
really
Balotelli. We got Cassano. We got Tarap.
Win or lose you a game. He could take on the whole team and score, or he could spend 90 minutes giving away possession. It's one of the most fun yet.
Is that Paul Pogba right there? Is Paul Pogba considered a wild card? No. Because the way they describe it on Twitter or the way I be seeing people be like, Paul Pogba would give you the best game ever or give you a whole bunch of minutes or nothing. He said sort of, but he was more consistent though. And Pogba don't lose the ball type shit.
Archetypes. Because this player can often possess Ballon d'Or level talent, but he does not have the mentality to match. The wild card usually goes down as a streets won't forget type player, lacking the consistency to go down as a world-class player.
What was that player? What was that player who was they was talking about streets won't forget, and then they quote tweeted it and was like, you know, quit playing, like, you know, my career's still going. Was it Raheem Sterling? Was he Sterling? It was recent. We looked at it on stream. I forgot. Somebody on Twitter, they was saying streets won't forget, and they quote tweeted and was like, y'all got me fucked up, basically. All right, we got the workhorse.
Workhorse.
The boy Milner.
The polar opposite of the wild card.
Milner.
The workhorse is usually not a standout technically.
Valencia,
There's the engine and work rate to overcome it. This player will fight for the badge for the whole 90 minutes. Usually
it was Zaha. It was Zaha. It was in the interview, and ironically, I'm going to see that man Zaha play this weekend over there at Charlotte FC, see what the Charlotte boys talk about. But yeah, that boy Wilford was like, bro, y'all keep me off of that streets won't forget stuff. I'm still over here balling, bruv.
More ground than anyone else on the field. The effort they put in often results in them becoming an instant fan favorite. From man marking the opponent's biggest threat to busting a gut to make a last-ditch tackle.
Hey, that's Tyler Adams for the United States of America, man. That boy worked towards the whole World Cup and held England to 0 goals.
They're an invaluable part of their team. The workhorse and wildcard often work well in a pairing, as they can balance out each other's weaknesses. The Wonder Kid. The Wonder Kid is a young player with the potential to become
we got Andrew right here. We got Zaire Emery, and then we also got Matthias
This player is
Tell.
one with a large gap between current ability and potential ability.
We're articular. I was just finna say that. I was just finna say, shit, where unit said in the vid. I got it in the vid for you. Damn. Let me see how old boys is real quick. But these Tell is 19. Yeah, that's articular age right there. Nah, articular 20. Just turned 20. When does Wonder Kid age end? Doesn't it end after teenagers?
Almost every great player started as a Wonder Kid. Some were given the label after a single standout performance, and others slowly earned the title through small cameos and media reports.
He said you can find
the Wonder Kid stage is a very fragile one, in which there are only 3 outcomes: exceeding your potential, matching your potential, or failing to hit your potential. Unfortunately, a lot more end up in the 3rd category than the first 2. The wind-up merchant. You loved having him on your team, and you hate playing against him. The wind-up merchant.
The weasel, basically. We got Jamie Vardy. We got Costa. We got Emi. We got Luis Flores. Shithousery merchants. Yeah, you know, Luis, he grinds my gears right there.
Team, and you hate playing against him. The wind-up merchant excels at getting under the skin of his opponent, from taunting to trash talking to diving. This guy is a master of the dark arts.
This nigga, what the
strength of his matchup. He's okay with being disliked as long as he gives his team a slightly better chance at winning.
He say, "Where Memphis
at?" The antics
at?
don't just stop at the opposing players. This guy is a menace to the opposing fans.
He say, "So
well.
Vini, bro, Vini don't be doing shit that Vardy be doing."
The hard man.
Look at that, bro. Vini ain't never did no shit like this.
Avoid the referee's gaze.
He ain't never did no shit like that, man. Y'all need to relax, bro. Imagine if Vinicius Jr. did some shit like that, bro. The world will end. It'll be World War III. They will kick him out of football, and the ref will immediately give him a red card for dissportsmanship and violating fair play.
The hard man.
The hard
also
man.
known as the enforcer. This guy follows the mantra.
Roy
King, tackle first,
Patrick
ask
Vieira,
questions later.
Gatso, Jones.
First on the
Notice how these are all back in the day players. The hard men. They say ain't really a lot of hard men in today's age.
Scene when a fight breaks out, and is the enforcer. This guy follows the mantra. 2-foot tackle first, ask questions
Stomped
later.
on his ass because he
This
tried
guy's the first on the scene when a fight
hard
breaks
tackle
out,
his ass.
and is always there to defend his teammates. He's a tough tackler and will put his head where others are afraid to put their feet.
He said, "We're Ramos."
You might get the ball past them, but you're not going with it.
Oh no.
While the classic hard man is somewhat extinct in the modern game, simply because the rules have changed, and you don't actually...
he spurred his ass. He said, "Bro, get off of me."
The spirit is still there. The showboat.
Showboat.
There's no player more fun to watch than the showboat.
We got
He's
Neymar.
got an endless bag of
We got
tricks
Bolessi.
and one primary
We got
goal when he's on the
Ronaldinho.
field,
We got
to
JJ
humiliate the
Ochaka.
defender. He's a guy who reminds you why you love the game of football, and his carefree style can actually produce incredible results, even reaching Ballon d'Or level.
Ugh.
Every famous skill move in the history of football has been created and refined by a showboat. And even though modern football is not very accommodating of this player, the skill show must go on. The brain. This is a guy who is usually not very physically gifted.
We got Pirlo, we got Scholes, we got Rari, we got Sergio Busquets.
He can dictate the game and make it look easy, often playing in a deep
hat-trick
role. He usually flies under the radar in terms of recognition while playing, but by the time he hangs up his boots,
he say Rodri.
No doubting his
I ain't say nothing. He did win Ballon d'Or. Wow, what the fuck? He finished the meme. I spoiled it on myself on accident. That boy say Rodri. He did win Ballon d'Or, so I ain't even gonna sit here and say nothing, bro. So y'all let it do it. Y'all know I started watching recently, so y'all disagree with the man Rodri being here.
There's no doubting his quality.
Y'all say it not Bronco.
The butt of every joke.
Anthony.
This guy has become infamous for one reason or another, and the internet will not let him forget it. The local
I don't know the other three.
Born and raised
damn, he skipped past that quick. What did he say?
While playing, but by the time he hangs up his boots, there's no doubting his quality. The meme. The butt of every joke. This guy has become infamous for one reason or another, and the internet will not let him forget it.
Bro, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Maybe that he left off obvious choices so he can make a part 2, 3, and 4 or something. Because no slab head is kind of crazy, though.
The local lad. Born and raised in the local area, and often a boyhood fan of the club he plays for, this guy just means more to the fans than any other. The local lad gives us a story to get behind, and is often given a lot more leniency when it comes to criticism.
And that man Trent say, hey, F all that local stuff. I'm going to Madrid, goddammit.
After all, he's one of us. The club legend.
Club legend.
Many local lads who stay at their club and collect their fair share of silverware will end up in this category. The club legend is a world-class player who's played the majority of his career for one club, winning trophies and personal accolades along the way.
No Messi.
Becoming a club legend is one of the greatest achievements for a professional footballer, aside from one other, the GOAT.
Oh, there it is.
This player has
the
basically
GOAT.
won it all
Messi.
on a personal
CR7,
and
Pele,
level,
Maradona.
has broken countless records, has captured the hearts of fans the world over, and has been consistently the best player in the world over many years. While the greatest of all time should technically be one person, if you asked 100 fans who the greatest footballer is, you would get more than one answer.
Yeah.
So while there is rarely just one of these in their prime at any point in time, if you're lucky, you might get two. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Hey, like it up for part 2. He say no Mbappe, no Maldini. He did leave off a lot of people, but I like how he got a wide range of players instead of like a stereotypical 4. He got ones from all throughout history or throughout a different time frame. I could tell he started watching ball like in the late 1000s, or his favorite era was like the late 1000s, because he did put a lot of those players in there from the late 1000s, early 2010s on some shit or something like that. Hey, every football player, Archetype explained in 5 minutes, part 2, coming soon. I'm out.